All right, now there's two more open chords that aren't on the cage chord page that we should probably address here. Um, they're usually grouped with these chords when they're presented in a lot of formats. One of them is the F chord, and this one's a little bit tricky. And really, this one is not an open chord at all. There's no open notes in it. But it's very similar to like a G chord and a C chord. So a lot of times it's grouped with these two, but it's not really an open chord because it's movable. But it's a really useful shape because it's movable. So here's, start out with a C chord. We'll kind of move into an F chord from here. An F chord is notoriously kind of tricky. So be patient with yourself as you learn an F chord. It'll take some time for your hand to get used to some of these motions, but if you can play a C, then we're well on our way to getting to F. So to get to F, what I'm going to do is bring this finger down one string, this finger down one string. So you can kind of bring them both in one motion, kind of like that. So now this is an F note right there. That's our root. Now what I need to do is I also need to play the first fret of the skinny string. This is the tricky part. So I need to play first fret here and first fret here. So if you look, my first finger is straight. These two fingers are arched. And my fingers did not start doing this right away. It took a little while to get used to this shape. Now they can go to it pretty naturally without thinking about it too much, but it took a while to be able to get all these to ring out. So give this one a shot. Like I said, be patient with yourself with the F chord. You're gonna feel the burn in this finger for sure. But once you get used to it and start building up the hand strength, it's a real comfortable chord. And since there's no open notes in it, like I said, you can move it all over the place and get any chord you want out of it. So that's F chord. Like I said, it doesn't really fit with the others because it's not truly an open chord. There's no open notes in there. You can. Now the other one that kind of fits with them but doesn't really is the B7 chord. There's not really a B major shape. There's not really a B minor shape, but there is a B7 shape. And the weird thing about this one is the only open string is the second string open. So if you know a D7, the shape is very similar to that. I'm just going to take this D7 shape and hop it up twice. So now I got my middle finger here, index finger there, ring finger right there. So it's still that D7 shape. I just moved it up two strings. And then I'm going to put my pinky on the second fret of the skinny string. So on the second fret, you've kind of got every other string has got a finger on it. And then your first finger is on that fourth string in the middle. Now this one's a pretty useful chord to know. It doesn't really fit with the others, but it is an open chord. And pretty useful shape. There's your root note right there, the B. This is one you'd strum from the fifth string. So those are two little honorable mention chords, F and B7. Interesting mix. But play around with those a little bit, and that'll be all for this one.